wrote this down so I could practice this. Let's do this. Turn this up a tiny bit. This is Keyword Soup, a Magic the Gathering podcast, all about all kinds of things related to the game we love. I'm Fern, better known as Hydrozoa.
I'm Sunami, better known as Sunami.
And this week, Johnny's taking a break, so it'll just be the two of us.
Just the two of us.
I immediately thought of that. Keyword Soup with Hydrozoa and Sunami. That's all I know.
Sue and I.
That's all I know.
So Fern, you gotta get out of here. It's just gonna be Sue and I today.
It's just actually a Sue solo show, so he's gonna take this deck and tell you everything he knows about it as best as he can. Alright, deuces.
Take that deck. Trash.
What? The Silverquil deck is sweet.
I know it's sweet.
Oh wait, you don't like playing against it.
Exactly. It's trash for me, not for you.
We're talking about what we've done with our Precons. The Secrets of Strixhaven Precons. Yeah, I got Silverquil, you got Quandrix. I think a couple of the other ones have been picked up by people in our group. I think Cam grabbed Prismari and Johnny got Quandrix. So there's at least 4. Or no, Witherbloom. Johnny got Witherbloom. Yes. Then what's the last one? Lorehold. Did anyone get Lorehold?
I don't think so, because no one wants that elephant.
No one wants to play
the commander. Planeswalker.
That's a Planeswalker that gets beaten down. Yeah. I know. Yeah. So this week we're talking about what we've done with our decks, like how we've upgraded them, how much we've played them, and what we liked about them, what we felt was clunky, might need to upgrade, just kind of whatever. I can start because I have my notes on the screen. Did you come up with like, you know what you want to say? Yeah,
I have the cards with me, so I kind of already know the main ones I wanted.
How many cards have you swapped in?
I've done 30 cards.
Okay.
I've swapped in.
I think I'm at 25, so this is still 75%.
Or sorry, I think I'm at 29. I rounded up, so I apologize.
You bumped it up. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's still fine.
Yeah.
I'm at like 25 or so, and like I cut right to one of them immediately. Actually, like 3 of them immediately, and another one. So I could, since you have yours, like you want to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
and go ahead and tell us all about your Quandrix Precon and what you've done.
So the commander, Zamona, Infinite Analyst, 1 green and a blue. The first spell you cast with X in its mana cost 1 less for each +1/+1 counter on Zamona. I'm sorry, I can't say her name without saying Zamona.
Without saying it like that, yes.
Whenever you cast your first spell with X in its mana cost, each turn put 2 +1/+1 counters on Zamona. So basically, it's a lot of X spells and a lot of counters, +1/+1 counters. With,
are you trying to get counters on her before you start playing X stuff?
If I'm able to, yes.
Okay.
I have some cards in here.
Are you playing any Are you playing a lot of blue magic, like counter spell stuff, or are you just trying to stick more to like the green, like playing to the board?
A little. I'm protecting. I'm trying to keep
blues
protection for
mostly. That makes sense.
And mostly protecting and maybe copy a few things.
Okay.
Okay. Hashtag segue.
Yeah.
Into the first one of the cards I threw in is Mockingbird.
You're a professional.
X in a blue.
I love Mockingbird. Do you want to read it off? You don't have to necessarily, because that would make the video longer, but we could just talk about it. Yeah. If you want to,
Yeah, just the fact that you can copy a creature and it becomes an additional to its type becomes a bird and a flying bird.
What we could do is we'll have them, because some people will be audio only, so we might want to read some of them, and then cards that people might be less familiar with, especially because now more and more people are coming in with each set. Any of them that you feel like you want to read in particular? I don't know how we should do that. Because if you have 20 something you're reading and I have 20 something
I'm not reading all 20. There's
this will all get cut in post, so this is much cleaner. I would say pick your 5 to 10.
It did not
get cut.
Yeah, 6 creatures, 6 or 7 creatures, and then 2 instant sorcery spells, and so it's about 10 cards.
Oh, I found a bunch here at the end. I think I'm closer to 30. Let me check. I found every card that has a different set symbol than the deck's original, and I know one of them is purely a swap. I swapped this one from the one that came in the deck for this art of her.
Right.
Oh, excuse me. So I'll count real quick. and then we should decide like how many we want to read because I do think I have a big look at that.
Well, these are the other ones that I've added to the deck that are just like counterspell or like I don't even talk about counterspell or like cultivate.
I'm at 29. Huh? We're at the same number. Twins.
Nice.
So some of mine are lands. I've swapped some lands. I've looked at. I have a couple MDFCs. I really looks like I'm trying to get more enchantments in my deck. So when we get to mine, I think I got an idea what I'm going to say about mine. So go ahead. I'm sorry to cut you off. I think we can pick back up where you left off.
All right. So with that nice segue, right?
Beautiful. Professional segue.
Let's do it's Mockingbird. X in a blue. It's a 1/1 flyer, and you may have Mockingbird enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield with mana value less or equal to X, or the amount of mana spent to cast Mockingbird, which is going to be X, except the creature is going to be a bird and additional types, and it's flying.
Which might come up for certain things, like if you do end up putting Valley Flood Caller in to give yourself more instant speed stuff.
It's mostly just for, if someone's got a big threat on the board, and with the Zimone's decent enough, and if I have enough mana, the X is going to reduce that drastically, and I can steal something or make a copy of something else. That's a flyer, which gives it evasion. And
that does help.
Which is really, really awesome.
What I think I like with Mockingbird is the versatility, because Mockingbird can be whatever, and sometimes you'll run into like a really cheap thing that's just got a great static effect.
Exactly.
Like Esper Sentinel.
Right.
Like
exactly.
CDH. Or like in some cases you might see like, thinking like something from JD, a big scary demon or something with just a great effect. That it's like kind of also just big. You could pay up for it if you have the mana later because you're going to ramp.
And with ramping, and then with Zimone's reductions,
it'd be easy for you.
It's really, really easy to. Even if I can pay for 2, that's what 3. And there's a lot of decent things for 3 mana and less.
Yeah.
All right, next one we're going to go with Sporocyst. It's from the 40K, the Warhammer.
Oh,
set.
yeah. So Sporocyst? Okay. Was that the name of that one?
Sporocyst? Yeah.
Sporocyst. That was a Warhammer one?
All right, so Sporocyst. XX and green. It has Ravenous. This creature enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters. If X is 5 or more, draw a card when it enters.
Okay.
So it's it starts with a 0/0 defense. It's a 0/0 defender. When Spyrocyst enters the battlefield,
it's gonna have a different name every time you read it.
Search your library for up to X basic land cards and put them on the battlefield tapped.
Okay.
Then shuffle.
Okay.
So you get to draw. You get draw a card. You get a creature, a 5 or more. Yeah. Okay. You get that means that you'll have a 5/5 defender, which isn't bad. Yeah. But the dropping a bunch of lands, because now you have more mana. That's what I care about. Yeah. I also threw in Mossborn Hydra in this deck, and that's one of those kind of combo key cards for this. Just now Mossborn Hydra is going to massively.
It adds up pretty quick. Yeah.
Next card I'm going to want to talk about: Neverwinter Hydra. Okay. XX green. As Neverwinter Hydra enters the battlefield, roll X D6. So that's X dice. Just a D6 die. Yep. It enters with a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal the total of those results. It's got trample.
That could be crazy.
And it's got ward 4.
Wow. That's pretty good. Ward 4 is really good.
Ward 4 on trample. If you spend 1 on it, you roll 1d6, you get a 2/2 trampler. But even that, with a creature with 4/4, and then I have things with that.
I feel like it's worth it to just wait and save up and just go for a really big one.
Right. Yeah. But that's pretty.
The more you pay into it, the more you're going to get out of it.
Yes, exactly.
That's pretty cool.
And then with Zimone again, Zimone dropping her the price on that, can't stop it. We know about Walking Ballista. Yeah. XX enters with X 1/1 counters on it. Pay 4 to put a 1/1 counter on it, and then remove 1/1 counter on it, and to deal damage to a target player.
Yeah.
Or creature, yeah.
It's a combo piece.
So yeah, just rank that up. Next one is this. I'm using the Slash Clone from the Turtles, but it's the Steelbane Hydra.
Yeah.
It is the Steelbane Hydra.
Yep.
X green enters with X +1/+1, and then Tuna green remove a 1/1 counter to destroy target artifact or enchantment.
That's pretty good.
Which
get rid of some stuff
for Killian deck, that's the Killian.
Get rid of all the enchantments. Yeah.
So that's the creatures I kind of went over. I've got a sorcery, X and a green, Hurricane. Sunami is dropping our Hurricane in this deck.
And go ahead and read Hurricane. It's X damage to flyers, right?
X damage each creature with flying and each player. So yeah, I will take damage too.
Yeah.
But it's worth it to
leverage it.
Leverage it. Yeah. Take down flyers. But it could also just hinder someone's life total who you may be thinking they're... If I'm
someone's
number 2,
lower than you could take them out if they're low enough.
If it's worth it,
late enough in the game with enough ramp and Zimone reduction.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, it could be...
That could be crazy.
That could be a game ender too. If you're on top.
Yeah. You have to have the most life, yeah.
So there's another...
That could be fun.
Different, yeah. I added Treasure Vault.
Yes.
It's artifact land. You could tap it for a colorless or pay XX and sacrifice it to create X treasure tokens.
Yes.
So massive. Just again, ramp the heck out of yourself.
Yep.
An instant syncopate.
Like that one.
X and a blue. Counter target spell unless the controller plays X. If that spell is countered this way, exile it instead.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. Oh boy, you had to stay with me.
Yeah, Ristic Study.
Yep.
Ristic Study.
So yours is up to bracket 3 now, then, huh?
It is a bracket 3.
Nice. I kept mine at 2.
That's the only...
I'll have to...
I feel like...
I could maybe up it. I gotta find the right cards.
Feel like it was too... It's like, it's at the extreme lower end of 3.
Okay.
Where it could it's a high 2 that could punch up to 3s, I bet. That I feel like. But that's the only one I kind of put in. Game changer I have in there. Oh, I forgot another creature. Mutant Engine Man.
Oh, yes.
From Ninja Turtles. Living Ooze. X green. Trample and activated abilities of artifact tokens you cost 1 less to act. 1 less to activate.
Yes.
And when it enters, create X mutagen tokens, which mutagen tokens are 1, sacrifice the token to put a 1 counter on a target creature.
Yes.
Activated as a sorcery, but those mutagen tokens you're casting all those for free.
Yeah. That's cool.
Much like treasures, you're kind of sacrificing for free. You're taking them. So if you have like a Mirkwood Bath effect, which I don't have in this deck, that's another quick way to take someone down. Then other cards in there, I've got creatures like Warden of the Grove.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Every end step you put a 1 counter on it, and then whenever a creature enters, it endures those 1/1 counters, so you can either use it to make another spirit.
It's a XX spirit, or that creature gets X ++++. Yeah.
So you can either do it to widen your board if you need to, or
make bigger threats.
Exactly. Bristly Bill.
That's a good one. No,
just to double your counters and landfall. The Ooze.
The Ninja Turtles. You're going to have to read that one because I don't know that one.
Whenever a creature you control with the 1/1 counter enters... let me start again. Whenever a creature you control with a 1/1 counter, +1/+1 counter on it, leaves the battlefield, create a mutagen token for each +1/+1 counter on it.
So you can get your
So basically, back. Those counters kind of go... Not in exile, but kind of like...
They kind of go into like the storage.
A pool.
Into the ooze pile.
Ooze pool, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can also tap this artifact to exile target card from a graveyard and then create a mutagen token.
Oh, okay.
So you can exile
So it does get rid of stuff from the graveyard. Yeah, that's good. More than one effect. That's kind of good.
Yeah, so those are some of the...
What is the overall strategy? You think all those cards are all building to... You're just trying to ramp and get to X spells?
X spells, because I can play... I do still need to add Leyline of Anticipation into this deck. I'm
like
still
flash speed stuff.
It's just to make everything card you have flash. So
there's a couple ways to do that. So yeah, try to get whatever else you feel like you're missing. I'll try to get mine up to bracket 3, I guess, or I'll just punch up and play against you anyway.
I can also just take out the Ristic Study.
Okay.
And put something else in.
True.
I also have things doublers. Like I put Branching Evolution versus over Doubling Season because I'm not making tokens per se. Maybe I am making a few Mutant Engine tokens, but that's not the strategy per se.
Yeah.
Protection. I have like a mutational advantage. 1 green and blue. Permanents you control with counters on them gain hexproof and indestructible to Undertune. Prevent all damage. So instant. So it's just nice protection. It's a counters deck, so you got lots of protection. And then like Talisman of Curiosity for ramp.
Your basic staple stuff.
I've thrown a Relic Carry Tower because I'm going to make do a lot of card drawing.
You might, yeah.
Cathedral Acolyte is a cool card where each creature you control with a counter on it has Ward 1.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So just more protection.
A little bit, yeah.
Ponder, draw spells. Yeah, so yeah, what I've done with it.
Here, go back towards the front. Oh, it is the Great Edge. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
That's pretty good for you, because you're going to be able to get its power among creatures, greatest power among creatures. You're going to be able to get a big Hydra or something out,
And 7 is so easy with that.
Yeah.
And especially anytime I'm putting X spells.
Yeah. And if you're able, so like, you get a couple of plus and counters on here, then your Hydras will be like, if she's got like 4 counters, they'll be 4 bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's pretty cool.
And the life gain is for ramping, or for tapping is not bad.
Yeah, I mean, you just get the 2 mana is great.
And then those creatures that enter get a +1/+1 and card draw.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. It does it all. Yeah. That's right.
So it's everything all in a card. So
that's cool.
That's another one that I feel like it's...
What's the name of the deck? Have you come up with a name?
Quandrix is going to give it to you.
Quandrix is going to give it to you. Like, X going to give it to you. That's a good one. Because it's X spells. I really like that. That's actually... That is really good. That's clever. Yeah, mine's going to be aura maxing because I'm trying to literally just maximize the amount of auras I'm playing and the benefits that they have and the negative debuffs, so to speak, that they'll put on my opponent. I like the idea of the deck, so blue-green Simic value pile, rather Quandrix value pile.
See, I have a Simic deck, and then I have my Quandrix deck. This is my specific Quandrix.
Sure.
Specifically because...
I didn't have an Orzhov deck before this, so this is just both.
more so because of... more the mathematics. Quandrix reminds me of mathematics. The Quandrix equation.
Okay. Cool. His smug aura mocks me. And it'll pick up right there. Alright, so we done the break. Do you have anything else that you would like to say about Quandrix?
It's become a new fun deck that I've been playing a lot recently. I didn't think I was going to.
What do you know? Do you know its win rate? Like how many games you've won with it, out of how many you have played?
I'm above 50, probably more on the 70% wins.
That's pretty good.
Like I probably only played four or 5 times, so probably close. And I've won 3 games with it.
I have played it, I think 6 times. It won the first 2. Then we had that game that ended in a draw. The first game at MagicCon, we ran out of time. It was just getting late, so it was a draw. And then I think I had 2 losses, or someone else in the pod won. So I think I'm 2-2-2 with the deck.
Since I've done the more of the upgrades, I haven't played yet. But
true. I played it twice with no upgrades, and then all the other games were with.
The most of it was mostly the no or very very minimal upgrades.
Yeah. Okay. And so we talked about the overall strategy. We talked about cards you've added. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Quandrix going to give it to you.
Quandrix going to give it to you.
Quandrix going to give it to you.
We cut in like 3 seconds of the song so we don't get sued. Okay. I could talk about Silverquil aura maxing then. So then, like you did, I'll talk about my strategy. I've got a few. I grabbed 6 cards in particular out of the 29 I want to talk about, and the rest I'll just kind of like say their name and why it's in the deck and move on. So that way we're not reading every card.
You're gonna say their name, say their name.
When nobody is around you. Alright, so Silverquil Influence is the name of the Precon, but I am adapting this to be the Silverquil Aura Maxing deck, because it is all about maximizing your aura. And not in the smells bad and is off-putting to others around you type of aura. No, the good type of aura. At least some of these are the good type of aura.
How many X's in maxing?
There's 2.
Okay.
There's 2.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Just making sure that it's all above board?
Yeah.
All good?
I just want to...
All good.
Sometimes these things matter. This is Magic the Gathering where rules matter.
Right. This is a bracket 2 maxing with 2 X's deck. If you want the bracket 5 maxing with 3 X's, that's another podcast.
Okay.
But yeah, so I've got... Silverquil Influence is mostly about, or at least Aura Maxing now rather, is mostly about playing cheap, like to play, low cost, like 1 and 2 drop auras to trigger Killian's effect as much as possible. Because as we talked about in the Precon episode, go watch it if you haven't, whenever an enchantment I control enters, tap up to 1 creature and goad it. So until your next turn, that creature attacks each combat if able and attacks a player other than you if able. And then whenever 1 or more creatures that are enchanted by an aura you control attack, draw a card. So to really make him an effective draw engine, you really do need a lot of cheap auras on your opponent's stuff that you're goading, and also some on your own things, because you're going to get some attacks in. You might as well be. So, 6 cards I want to talk about in particular, in ascending mana order. So we're going to start with Lord Skitter's Blessing. Is a 2 mana enchantment. It is not itself an aura, but... when Lord Skitter's Blessing enters the battlefield, create a Wicked Roll token attached to target creature you control. And you might be thinking, oh, well, what's a Wicked token? Well, thank you for asking. A Wicked token is a token enchantment. These are from the Wilds of Eldraine. There's a bunch of these. There's, I think, 6 different roles they're called.
Wicked,
Wicked, Cursed, Hero.
Hero is the one I think I got to play. There's a green one that gives a hero token. Or hero roll, sorry.
The royal is the hex royal.
Yes.
So yeah, Wicked, Cursed, Hero, Royal, and Monster, and last one, whatever it is. Wicked. So Wicked is an enchantment aura token. So when this enters, it will trigger Killian if he's out. But if you play this before him or when he's not out, you still get a decent effect from the card. A Wicked Roll, it gives your creature +1/+1, and when this aura is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. So it's fairly good. Lord Skitter's Blessing has another static effect. At the beginning of your draw step, if you control an enchanted creature, you lose 1 life and draw an additional card. So it's Phyrexian Arena, but 1 cost cheaper because it's 2 to play. So, and it also has like another effect besides just the card draw, so it's pretty good. I like it.
And you're going to have an enchanted creature, like, no matter what.
I'm going to try to always have something out to play, yeah. Or enchant, yeah. And then next up, another non-aura enchantment, but just a good enchantment to have, because I haven't put in Smothering Tithe or any game changers yet. Monologue Tax, 2 and a white for an enchantment. Whenever an opponent casts their second spell each turn, you create a treasure token. Self-explanatory. Just trying to keep my opponents from going too crazy without me being able to keep up.
But you're angry about my Ristic Study.
I mean, it's not Smothering Tithe. It's like the off-rate one, or the We Have It at Home one. If I get Smothering Tithe in here, that would be the first game changer I'd want to put in. And then there's like a couple other I'm considering. I'd have to think about it. Next up, another non-aura, but I swear I put a bunch of auras in the deck. Umber Mystic, 2 and a white for a creature, human wizard, 2/2. Auras attached to permanents you control have totem armor, which is, again, if you're wondering what that is, if an enchanted permanent you control would be destroyed, instead remove all damage from it and destroy an aura attached to it. So if you have like a bunch of auras on something, you just pick the worst one and get rid of it. So that's pretty good, because it also doesn't like give totem armor to the stuff that you've enchanted on your opponent's side of the board. It's just the enchanted permanents, or auras attached rather to permanents you control. Next up, another not aura, but we're getting there. Mesa Enchantress felt like an auto-include for the deck. Enchantress is like a strategy where you play enchantments, draw cards when you play them. She is the namesake of that. She's just a 1 white 0/2 human druid. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, you may draw a card. For 4 and a white, so 5 total, a 4/5 enchantment, creature, bird, glimmer, soaring, lightbringer. This one I took from, it's from Duskmourn Commander, and I took this one particularly for, it itself is an enchantment, so when you play it, it will trigger Killian, and then its static effects are pretty good. Flying, other enchantment creatures you control have flying. Well, I don't have a lot of those, but whenever you attack a player, create a 1/1 white glimmer enchantment creature token that's tapped and attacking that player. And so it'll have flying, because this gives it flying. It's attacking the player you attacked, but this doesn't have to attack. If for some reason you want to keep it back on defense, you attack with something else, preferably something with an aura, so you again trigger Killian. And then the last one I want to talk about in depth before I kind of just list the rest quickly. Ondu Spirit Dancer felt like an auto-include. 4 and a white, it's a creature, core cleric, 3/3. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, you may create a token that's a copy of it. Do this only once each turn. Still very strong. You know, if you're playing a 1-drop aura, you know, to follow this up in the same turn, you're waiting till you have 6 available mana, then you're getting 2 triggers off Killian right away. It feels like it's pretty strong. Feels like it's worth it. After that, the rest of these, I'll try to go quick. I don't think I'll really talk about the lands. If you want to see the lands I added, check out the deck list on Architect. The link will be in the deck in the video description. And then these other 2, they're technically lands, but they have something on the front. But the backside's a land. So Witch Enchanter and Glasswing Grace. I love MDFCs. I really need to get the other 2 that are available, or more of it that are available in these colors even. And then the rest of these are, like, honestly, most of these are enchantments. We've got Hyena Umbra, protection spell. Grasp of Fate, removal spell. Timely Ward, protection spell. Cunning Rhetoric, kind of dissuades, one of the political pieces, dissuades people from attacking me, because when they attack me, or a Planeswalker I control, which never comes up, of course, exile the top card of that player's library, so whoever's attacking you. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled, and mana of any type can be spent to cast it. So let me take the good stuff from the top of my opponent's deck. Dance of the Dead is a recursion spell that's an aura. Blind Obedience is great because it taps your opponent's artifacts and enchantments. They enter tapped. So then if you're goading stuff, there's more availability for them to attack into people because they're the things that would block are tapped. Also has Extort, might come up. Sphere of Safety, protection spell. Swords to Plowshares, just a cheap removal spell. Felt like putting it in just to have it. Orzhov Signet, because the deck only came with like 6 or 7 ramp spells, so I'll try to get that number up to 10. I think I still am like 2 shy. I kind of need 2 more. Dawn's Truce, protection spell. It's kind of like the white heroic intervention. Yeah, okay, it's like the white heroic intervention. Not dead after all. It's a protection spell. It's an instant, but the protection it offers makes an enchantment. So like if like someone goes to kill, specifically destroys or causes to die, so it goes to the graveyard, you're Killian, you can then respond with Not Dead After All. Not Dead After All will save Killian, bring him back, and then put a Wicked Roll on him, so that'll trigger his goad. Auramancer lets you return target enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. So just get 1 aura or 1 enchantment back that you need. It's a creature that does that. And then Thraben Charm, I just like it for the versatility. It's a 2 mana instant that lets you kind of do a few things, either deal damage equal to twice the number of creatures you control to target creature. That one doesn't come up as much. Destroy target enchantment does come up. And then exile any number of target players' graveyards. I've used that one like every game. Yeah. Every game that comes up. Like if you don't have Graveyard Hate in your deck, you're probably losing to a graveyard deck. That is all the 29 cards I put in. I don't know why I air quoted that. Is all 29 cards I put in. The deck really is just about trying to play as many enchantments as possible, goading your opponent so they all kind of fight and beat each other down, and you kind of get your little cheap shots in here and there. So that way you can, force the game to move along. It's not one of those 2-hour games. I find this deck does kind of force the game to go quicker because people are attacking. Yeah, and it does kind of... Yeah. Your life totals go down.
In games where, when no one attacks, then life totals can't go down.
And the game it takes forever. Mm-hmm. And then I found this deck, it kind of puts a target on your back because... with anything that's not goaded, they're gonna want to attack you
because they don't want your stuff to get. Stuff to get goaded.
Right, they don't want you to goad everything, so they try to get in their shots when they can. Yeah. So I found that's why you need like more protection, like the Ghostly Prison, Sphere of Safety. I have some political pieces in there that kind of disincentivize attacks from coming my way. I cut some of the political pieces to get more enchantments in. I cut expensive spells. I'm trying to get the curve down. I also cut some of the tap lands. Again, if you want to see what lands I put in, the best ones are probably those MDFCs. And then this one's from the Duskmourn Precon. So if you got the Duskmourn Enchantment Precon and you want to get a new enchantment deck, the Master of Keys / Animatu deck, take all the good white enchantments out of there. There might even be a couple black enchantments that are worth playing in there. The lands that are in there. There's a lot of support for that deck in there. That's why I ended up cannibalizing that deck. So I'm not going to play Master of Keys anymore. It's just going to be Killian. Friendship ended with Master of Keys. Killian is my best friend now. That meme where they're shaking hands. Yeah, I think that's about it.
So with your Killian deck, have you played more like 4-pod, normal pod, or like bigger pods? Because I know Vegas you played a 6-pod with Killian, right?
No, that was Lumra.
Okay.
Or Guillaume.
Okay.
The 6 pods were Guillaume. Every other game I played was a 4-pod except for one 3-pod I played while we were waiting for Johnny. We played a 3-pod that was a bracket 4.
So have you been only playing 4 pods with Killian?
With this deck, yeah, it's only been 4 pods.
Okay. So with Quandrix, I've played with a heads up and done
that day
pods.
against Jason.
Yeah. So I've kind of got it. It works well heads up because you're kind of just going through the game going a little bit faster because it's people.
Yeah.
The other side is with 4 because it's with Zimone. It triggers whenever, like any turn. It's only once per turn, but once
so you want to get
turn.
more instants.
That's why I want that ley line of anticipation.
That makes sense. There's a few other cards like the High Fate Trickster, Vidalcan Ori. There's a few cards that do that if you're looking for as much of that as effect as you want or can get.
I'm also trying to keep the budget a little bit lower on this as of right now. But
true.
High Fate Trickster is a little bit.
Yeah, is it? Like, I think it dropped. I think because it was the cool art one is sure expensive, but I think that like the base printing of it is a lot cheaper. I could check on my architect here in a little bit.
Because that does also affect gameplay on certain decks. Is if they're going to play with a heads up style or versus
and I feel like the heads up games are so rare in Commander. Oh, what that means in case people aren't in the know, it's. Excuse me, my stomach's. I wonder why. My stomach's bothering. Why do I eat this shit? So I find that in heads up Magic when you're playing 1-on-1. I think we've talked about this. Sometimes we do 20 life, sometimes we do 30 because I forget what the official one is. But when we play heads up, it is very different. It's closer to back when we used to play 60 card heads up. It's very different. The games are just, there's no politics. It's just, you can't talk your way out of, don't remove my enchantment because I need it, please. Right. I won't attack you. No, you have to. Yeah. We're the only two in this one. So it's just very different. That's one of the things I do like about Commander is the politics because I'm very... I don't humble brag. I feel like I'm particularly good at politics compared to like most other parts of the game.
I've been playing with you long enough where my antennas pop up immediately. I was like, don't listen. He's talking crap.
Yes, exactly. I can that happened too. At MagicCon Vegas, Coop was like looking around the table and he's like, who am I going to attack? Oh, Fern's here. I know how you play. I'm attacking you. I'm like, damn it. Why'd I sit right next to you? I should have been on the other side of the table. So he would have maybe not seen me. Yeah, he goes, oh, yeah, that's right. I'm attacking you. Fuck.
Seat order, turn
order matters.
All that matters. And I feel
when this deck goes first, it feels really good because I need to get Killian down quickly if I'm going to start... Because the deck does not work without him.
And then when you keep rolling your loaded dice where you get to go first every game.
Hey, I took a... did I take a picture? Dice. Oh, did I delete it? Oh, man, I should have shown you. I rolled a 1, a 1, and a 2 in Vegas. And I was like, good thing we're not gambling, right? Yeah. Who's going first? Not me. Yeah, but I swear, it's like those, when I roll 3 of those salamander dice, I've got great luck. The one time I rolled, it was terrible. None of our normal pod was around.
No.
It was me, Coop, and Sean in the 1-3 pod we did. And I'm just like, well, no one was here to witness it.
Never happened.
Never happened. I swear, I just have great luck when I roll around you guys.
I think it's loaded dice.
I accidentally left the loaded dice at home. I didn't want to get thrown out.
And I'm sticking to it.
So, anything else that we wanted to talk about this week? Or are we just talking about upgrading the decks? Was there any like inside the world of Magic, and then we could try to roll to outside the world of Magic and close out?
I'm slowly. There's Marvel's coming up. Then we got
a few weeks.
Reality Fracture.
I don't know how to feel. I'm probably gonna skip the set. I don't think I'm gonna buy it because I just spent too much in Vegas.
It's just gonna be singles. It just depends on what pops for me. I might have mentioned before. I hope Scarlet Witch has a fun card.
If her card's good, I'll build the deck for Erica.
That's any Marvel character. That's the one I want to build out.
Right.
The Fantastic Four Precons are interesting because each one of them is a 4-color.
They're all different. They all do different stuff.
They all do different stuff, but they're all technically a 4-color commander.
Yes, you got to decide what you want to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that seems interesting. Oh, excuse me. I just don't think I'm that excited, if I'm being honest, for Marvel. And then I am more excited for The Hobbit, but also still I got to see how I'm doing financially at that point. Yeah. Because it'll be right after summer break. We're just getting back into the fall, and I tend to take my break right on fall. So hopefully the set's good enough that it keeps me interested and keeps me in. I don't take my little break.
It's going to be a little more honed down because it's The Hobbit versus the vast Lord of the Rings. Like, The Hobbit, it still has a big mythology and such, but I feel like they might have done a lot of it with Lord of the Rings already.
Right.
As if like they didn't think that we were going to do a Hobbit set. So
yeah, but I feel like they should have known. I feel like if we're talking speculation, I think there are a few sets, like are a few years out for sets. I guarantee they already know what's happening in like 27, 28, and maybe even up through like part of 2029. They probably already have a bunch of these contracts worked out.
Well, I'm sure especially with the stones, the Marvel stones.
I just thought about that, dude.
That's got to be at least 6 years.
There's only going to be one in each set. Did they say that for sure? Like, because we had Soul Stone.
They haven't said it for sure, but
next is Mind.
They would still need time,
power, space, and the
space, mind, time,
soul, mind, space, time, power,
ether.
What is the sixth?
What was the ether? What was the reality stone?
Reality. Yes, because it's the one that is weird. Now I'm having a hard time.
Yeah,
I just forgot them all again. My brain just dumped them all.
So the stones that will be they're soul
for audio only. If I don't cut the claps, they're gonna think we're hitting each other, dude.
Soul.
We have a short where you slap me, and then people will think that's what it is.
Soul, mind are out, right? Or will be out.
Soul is about to come out. Mind is about to come out.
So then we'll have.
Can we please, the Wizard, just do like 2 of them on each set and just get the kind of speed this up?
Which leaves time, which leaves reality.
Time, reality, power,
and space.
Space, yeah.
Which power I can just see like +10, something dumb like that.
It's like Super State or the Eldrazi enchantment.
Time is maybe extra turns.
That's what it should be, right?
Yeah. Like, you get one...
With this game reset. Dormammu, I'm here to bargain. Restart the game.
Shuffle up.
Shuffle this into... Yeah. Actually, exile this card. Shuffle everything else up into the deck and restart the game.
Yeah.
That would be such a kick in the balls. Imagine, too, is like it happens at the end... Like, towards the end of like a 2-hour Commander game.
Soul Stone.
Someone plays that and you're just like, does anyone have a counter spell? Quick, don't let it hit the board.
Like, Soul Stone would be just maybe taking something, like...
Wait, we have Soul Stone. Soul Stone's the...
Sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we have Soul and Mind is coming out. We just talked about
reality
could be big. Reality is exile things? Like, just... Maybe it's the removal spell?
Or... Because if you're shrouded... Can you attack when you're shrouded?
You mean, like, if you have protection? Because, like, Shroud is only on permanence.
Like, okay, yeah, that's what I mean. If you're for some reason you have fairies protection on everything, can you still attack?
No, because your stuff phased out for that specific thing.
So maybe that's the reality stone.
Is it phasing your stuff out?
You're phased out, so you don't take anything, but you can still dish.
Oh, like maybe
that's what the reality stone will let you do.
It would have to be that during your opponent's turns, or when it's not your turn, maybe your stuff phases out. But that would have to also give you protection, because if your stuff phases out, you're still wide open. It just means your board can't be fucked with.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because I'm saying the reality,
you need,
they're changing the reality of it, where they're still taking the damage, or whatever damage that would go to you, they would take instead.
Maybe
because you're changing the reality of it.
Maybe the reality stone is a you cannot lose the game, your opponents can't win the game type effect. Yeah,
that too. Yeah,
it could be that.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a you don't lose the game for X effect. It could be for no cards in your library like Lab Man, or it could be for losing all of your life,
right?
So whatever effect, like Phyrexian on life. It could be one of those types of things. And then, like, honestly, I'm not super thrilled for, like, I loved Marvel like a decade ago, but we're kind of like past that point. I know I am wearing a superhero shirt. I'm wearing an All Might for My Hero Academia. I love superheroes, don't get me wrong. I've got some of them up on the shelf up there. But, like, I don't know. I'm not super excited for it to come into Magic. I wasn't super excited for Spider-Man. I loved Avatar and wasn't even super excited for that. I'm skipping this Marvel set for the most part. I don't think I'll be pre-releasing, but I do think I'll go and, like, hang out, like, on Saturday, like, if you go again, like we did last time. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not that excited for much of the rest of this year, except maybe The Hobbit, maybe Reality Fracture. Got to see more of the sets.
I'm definitely not excited for Star Trek, but that's just because I'm not a Star Trek.
Well, I'm not a Trekkie either. I like it a little, but not enough to want to buy it. Sorry.
I wasn't even into Avatar. I bought and played a little bit of it. It was cool, but just not kind of a set. The biggest thing I do miss is classic Magic art, which I feel like Strixhaven kind of got back to a little bit.
Yes, with certain cards.
A lot of the UB, the Universes Beyond, looks too AI, it doesn't look good. It looks very sloppily.
Certain cards, to me, like, yeah, I agree they look sloppy, but then, like, some of the UB cards do look perfect.
When they're not, like, normal set cards, when they're, like, the specialty cards, I feel like they spend a lot more time on the specialties.
I don't know, I was just going to say, like, I think the Final Fantasy set has only bangers, no misses, right?
I'm talking about more recent, like, this last year.
Only with
like, I'm saying this, like, the Spider-Man set. Oh, I guess Final
Fantasy was last summer. Yeah. Spider-Man, Final Fantasy, and Avatar were all in the same year. Yeah. And look at the difference between the quality of Spider-Man and Final Fantasy and Avatar.
Well, maybe I feel because all the time and effort went into Final Fantasy, and then they were like, oh,
fuck, we need like 100 more spiders.
Yeah.
I don't know. This could be this. We could honestly maybe end up splitting this into two of its own episode, 2 different episodes. Do one about the decks, and then this one be later. But is there anything else you want to say about your deck? Any other thoughts you had?
No, I can't wait to be playing it a little bit more and kind of with the new additions to it and kind of see where it goes.
Yeah, we should try to get some games in this weekend since we didn't last weekend. Yes. Miles hit me up. He wants to play. He's got some friends coming in from Australia. Maybe we get some crazy drunken high-end ships and snack this weekend. And then maybe we sweat it out in bracket 4 and 5 if we get to it. But yeah, I'm excited to play this some more too. The Aura Maxing deck is coming along, and I really enjoyed it. Maybe we look at, and if people are interested, we can look at the other decks. Like Lorehold, no one bought it in our group, but maybe we could look at it and talk about it as another video idea.
And if there's any suggestions you guys have out there, please, we are open.
We got our first comment on a video today. And we've been slowly but surely growing. The channel is up to 1,444 followers, I should say. We're getting there. If we could get up to, or subs, whatever it's called. I just showed that I don't know any of this shit. If we could get to 1,500, that'd be cool. I want to see that 1,500 threshold if we can reach that.
Thank you so much to Christown Productions 7472 for your comment. I appreciate it so much.
We'll fix that in post. It'll be so believable. You didn't even move your mouth like a human. You moved it like a puppet, like one of those fucking Jim Henson puppets.
What are you talking about? I said their name specifically, just like this.
Just like this.
Down Productions 7472. See that you can totally tell. I'll say their name one more time. Thank you so much, Down Productions, for making a comment, sending a comment to our site.
So I've been Hydrozoa.
I'm Sunami.
We talked about our Precons and what we've done with them today. I'm a real big fan of this deck. Thanks for listening, liking, subscribing, and see you. I don't know why finger guns. See you in the next one when we talk about our favorite cards that have been power crept out.
Because I'm gonna finger bang bang you into my life. Finger bang bang you.